Ever thought about what makes domestic psychological abuse so insidious? It's the sneaky signs. Those subtle, often overlooked signals that make the situation so sinister. We're talking about belittlement, that constant drip of criticism that erodes self-esteem like water on stone. We're talking about manipulation, a puppet master's game where the strings are invisible but oh so real. And these signs, they're like shadows at dusk, easy to miss if you're not looking closely. Remember, these signs are often so sneaky they can easily go unnoticed. Ever felt like you're losing your mind? Welcome to the gaslighting game. Picture this. You're in a maze, but the walls keep shifting. That's gaslighting, an insidious form of psychological manipulation where the perpetrator sows seeds of doubt in your mind, making you question your own perception, memory, and sanity. It's like a magician's trick, but the illusion is your reality. Remember, gaslighting is a mind game, and it's one no one should play. Raise your hand if you've ever been on the receiving end of a passive-aggressive comment. Picture this: a snide remark cloaked in a compliment, or a deliberate forgetfulness that conveniently serves someone's purpose. This, my friends, is the passive-aggressive parade, a covert form of psychological abuse. It's like a veiled hostility, an under-the-table punch. It leaves victims feeling confused, belittled, and questioning their own perceptions. Remember, it's not always what is said, but how it's said. Passive-aggressive behavior is often a parade of hidden hostility. Ever felt like you're always at fault? Welcome to the Blame Game Olympics. This is the arena where abusers masterfully pass the baton of blame onto their victims. They're the athletes, constantly training to perfect their art of deflection. Their performance leaves victims feeling guilty and at fault for every hiccup. It's a twisted marathon where the finish line keeps moving, and no matter how hard you run, you'll never catch up. In the Blame Game Olympics, the abuser always wins gold. Ever felt like you're stranded on an island, away from your friends and family? Welcome to Isolation Island, where abusers cunningly cut off their victims from their support networks. They do this with a sly ease, often under the guise of love or protection. But what they're really doing is creating a dependency, a one-person universe where they hold all the power. Isolation Island is a lonely place, and it's time to build a bridge back to reality. Ever felt like you're under constant control? Welcome to the control freak circus. Here, abusers juggle power, pulling strings like puppeteers. They monitor every move, impose unjustified restrictions, and manipulate emotions with the dexterity of a seasoned magician. The tightrope of trust is forever in their favor, while the spotlight of blame never falls on them. Every act, every scene, is orchestrated for their advantage. Remember, in the control freak circus, the ringmaster is always the abuser. Ever felt like you're on a never-ending emotional roller coaster? One moment you're soaring through the clouds, basking in the warmth of affection. The next, you're plummeting into a pit of despair, shrouded in cold indifference. This is the reality for victims of psychological abuse. The highs are fleeting, the lows prolonged. This constant turbulence is designed to keep you off balance, questioning your worth, your sanity. The emotional roller coaster ride is unpredictable and exhausting. Ever been met with silence when you needed communication the most? This, my friends, is the silent treatment symphony, a cruel concert of quietude. It's a manipulative move, a deliberate act of withholding response, turning the volume knob of interaction all the way down to zero. It's an attempt to control, to cause doubt and discomfort. It's the echo of absence, a non-verbal negation that leaves you questioning your own worth. The silent treatment symphony is a performance no one should have to sit through. Ever wondered how to break free from the cycle of psychological abuse? Well, let's dive into the escape plan. It's crucial to remember that escaping such a situation isn't a sprint, but a marathon. It requires a delicate blend of courage, support, and meticulous planning. Firstly, identify your allies. These could be friends, family, or local support groups who understand your situation and are ready to lend a helping hand. Secondly, safety is paramount. Always have an emergency plan in place. This might include a safe place to stay or a secret code with someone you trust to signal that you're in danger. Next, gather essential documents and belongings. This includes identification, financial records, and personal items that hold sentimental value. Lastly, seek legal advice if necessary. Knowledge is power, and understanding your rights can make a world of difference. Remember, the escape plan requires courage, support, and a lot of planning. You're not alone in this journey. There's a whole community ready to help you reclaim your life. Ever felt like you're dancing to the tune of someone else's messages? Welcome to the toxic texting tango, where every ping is a step in a dance of manipulation. Technology, a marvel of our age, can also be a tool for psychological abuse. Constant check-ins, passive-aggressive emojis, messages laced with guilt trips, it's all part of the choreography. This tango is a dance of control played out on the digital stage. Remember, the toxic texting tango is a dance that leaves you drained. Ever felt like you're constantly being compared to others? It's an uncomfortable feeling, isn't it? Now imagine that happening daily, in your own home, by someone who claims to love you. This is the comparison conundrum, a toxic tactic used by abusers to belittle and control their victims. They compare you to ex-partners, friends, even fictional characters, making you feel perpetually inadequate. Why? To erode your self-esteem and make you easier to manipulate. Remember, the comparison conundrum is a puzzle that's designed to keep you feeling inferior. Enjoying the content? Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like buttons. These simple clicks are your ticket to the front row seat of our enlightening journey. Stay tuned for more insightful content. Together, let's continue to unveil the hidden horrors of domestic psychological abuse. Ever felt like you're always on a guilt trip? Welcome to what we call the guilt trip getaway, a common tactic in the realm of psychological abuse. Picture this: a manipulator skillfully steering you onto a guilt-ridden journey, making you feel responsible for their actions, their feelings, and their life situation. It's a twisted game of control, where they play the victim and you, the perpetrator. A chilling tactic, isn't it? Remember, the guilt trip getaway is a vacation no one deserves. Domestic psychological abuse is a hidden horror, but knowledge is power. We've journeyed through the sneaky signs, played the gaslighting game, marched in the passive-aggressive parade, and competed in the blame game Olympics. We've been stranded on Isolation Island, attended the control freak circus, ridden the emotional roller coaster, and listened to the silent treatment symphony. We've sketched out an escape plan, danced the toxic texting tango, and puzzled over the comparison conundrum. We've even taken a quick detour to hit those subscribe and like buttons, and finally, we've embarked on a guilt trip getaway. Each of these segments has armed us with insights into the insidious world of psychological abuse, highlighting the importance of recognizing such situations and taking steps to escape them. Remember, it's okay to seek help, and it's okay to walk away. Stay informed, stay alert, and remember, you're not alone. Thanks for watching. Let's continue to shed light on the hidden horrors of domestic psychological abuse. Remember, knowledge is power. The more we know, the better we can protect ourselves and others. Until next time, stay informed and stay strong.
Savored this video? Fancy another? Click the on-screen video for an even deeper dive into fresh territory. Your support is like a warm cuppa on a brisk day. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring that bell for the latest content. Cheers for watching.